Hi, Charity Simmons, PSP fitness instructor and 200-hour yoga instructor from Cold Lake Air Base. Today I'll be doing a yin class. No equipment is required, but we will be on our knees for a little bit. So if you want to grab something, a towel or a rolled up blanket, please feel free. If not, we can just roll up our mat. That's what I'm going to do today. In response to COVID-19, PSP is offering virtual fitness to Canadian Armed Force members by using social media platforms. The virtual fitness classes tailored to Canadian Armed Force personnel become accessible to all. Participants who are not Canadian Armed Force members recognize and acknowledge that their age, health status, and physical fitness levels are unknown and entirely up to the individual to assess their ability to participate in this class. Since it is preferable to consult your physician before beginning an exercise program, we invite all participants who are not Canadian Armed Force members to consult the Get Active questionnaire of Society of Exercise Physiology and reference document. If you experience any pain or difficulty during this exercise presented in this video, it is recommended that you stop and consult a healthcare provider. If a CAF member sustains injury during this video, please remember to fill out CF98. Today we're going to begin in resting child's pose. So bring your big toes together. Your knees can be apart or together. You can use a blocker or bolster under your head, or just come down onto your forehead. Arms can be really extended out towards me, or you can soften the elbows. Try to relax your neck, your face. Just lengthen the spine and breathe. Slowly start to come up onto your hands and knees. This is where you may want to use a block or a towel to put underneath your knees. I'm just going to roll up my mat. We're going to go into frog pose. So knees on the rolled up part of the mat, letting both feet fall out to either side, long spine. And again, if you want to use a bolster or block here underneath your head, you can stay up nice and tall here on your hands. You can come down onto your forearms. You can slowly make your way to your chest if you like. Just find your variation. Try to have a long spine. Relax your neck. Relax your face, your mind, and continue to breathe. No quick movements. Slowly make your way out of the position. Unroll your mat. I'm just going to come into a seated position. Soles of the feet together. Sitting nice and tall, lengthening your spine. Softening your face. Inhale and sit as tall as you can. Now I want you to round the back, tuck the chin, let the stomach go, and just drop your head. together. We're going to make our way onto all fours. We're going to go into cow face or shoelace pose. So bring your right knee between your two hands, left knee, tuck it nice and tight behind that right knee. Then you can stay right here. You don't have to sit back. If this is where you feel it, just pushing your bum back a little bit. If that's enough, then stay there. If not, come back onto a block or onto your bum. This is quite an intense pose, so if you require a block or a bolster under your bum, please feel free. Try to relax your face, your mind. You can choose to interlace your fingers between your toes if you like. Find space. As we get older, our toes like to curl over a little bit. So bringing space in between your toes definitely will help that. Sit up nice and tall, lengthening your spine. Again, this is quite an intense pose. So if you need to back off at any time, please feel free. Or go into the position we were just in, that butterfly sit with the soles of your feet together. You can choose to find stillness here, or if you like to start moving your neck a little bit from side to side, feel free. Drop your chin. Just give me a couple yes, no's. But again, keep sitting tall, keep lengthening that spine, and keep breathing. Good. You're going to come out of the position the same way you came in. So kind of crawl it out, slide that right knee out, and then the left. Just kind of find stillness for a couple of breaths. And then we're going to move on to the other side. So left knee between the two hands, right knee gets tucked in nice and close behind. And again, just pushing back a little bit. If that's enough of a stretch, then stay right there. If you can, come back onto a block or onto your bum. Please feel free. Try not to force anything. Listen to your body. Again, if you want to put some space between your toes. Sitting up nice and tall. If you're having trouble sitting up tall, you could always finger tent it. And breathe. And again, if you want to find stillness, find stillness. Or if you want to start playing with your neck a little bit, looking from side to side, chin to your chest, some little yes, no's, head bobbing. If that feels good, feel free. No quick movements, slowly walking your way out of the position. Slide that left knee out and then the right. And again, just find stillness. We're going to go into dragon pose or a low lunge. So if you have something soft to put under your knee, feel free. If not, roll up your mat. I'm going to start with the left knee down, right knee up. And wherever you want to go here, if you want to stay with your hands on your thigh, try to keep your hips square. If you want to take your hands out to the sky, or cactus arms, teed arms behind your back. If you want to come down onto a block, your hands, just try to keep your hips forward. You can go to the knuckles here if you like. Try to lengthen from the spine. If you like to walk that right leg out a little bit so your hips sink just a little bit deeper, feel free. Slowly walk that bum back. Take that right knee back, spin on all fours again. Unroll your mat if it was rolled up. Come onto all fours and then into downward facing dog. We're going to take that right leg again. This time when you take it through, you're going to go into pigeon. So right knee by right wrist. So that left leg, that one that was back behind us, is still back there. Still stretching out that hip flexor. You can choose to stay nice and tall here, lengthen the spine. Gets really into that hip flexor on that back leg. If you want to get more into the glute, start to hinge forward and you'll get more into the glute on the right knee or the right leg. You'll still feel it in that hip flexor, but it'll focus on the glute a little bit more. You can choose to come onto your hands, your forearms, stack your fists onto a block, or right down onto your chest. Come onto your hands, onto your back toes, and then lift up and back into down dog. Come down onto your knees. We're going to move on to the other side, so rolling that mat up if you require it. This time your right knee is on the mat, left knee or left foot comes into that lunge. Again, you can stay right here, nice and tall. Hips are square, back is long, hands on the thighs, hands above your head. Open your chest, cactus or teed. Arms behind your back, open your chest and shoulders, eyes to the light. If you want to come onto a block here, your fists, your hands. If you like to walk that left leg out a little bit to the side to let your hips sink a little deeper, just find your variation. If you want to come down onto your forearms, lengthen the spine and breathe. Start to walk that bum back. Take that left leg back so you're on all fours. And then unfold that mat if it was folded. Push up and back into down dog. So we're going to do the same thing. That left or that right leg was behind, so take that left leg up again and bring it through. This time left knee by left wrist. So right leg again is behind you. And again, you can stay here nice and tall on your fingertips, lengthening your spine. That would get into that hip flexor on that right leg. If you want to get a little more into the glute on the left knee, you can start to hinge it forward. You can come down onto a block, a bolster, stack your fists, or right down onto your forehead if you like. Try to keep the hips square, lengthen the spine, and try to keep that back leg nice and long behind you. If there's pain or discomfort in this front knee, go ahead and lay on your back and stretch out your hamstring on your back. If there's pain or discomfort in the back knee, come onto your back toes. That'll take a little tension off. Or put a block or something soft, a rolled up towel under that back knee. Slowly coming out of the position onto your back toes and lift up and back, down dog. And then go ahead and go onto your knees, and then one more time into resting child. Big toes together, knees can be apart or together. And bring your head to the earth. Nice and slowly, making your way into a seated position, half or full lotus, cross-legged. Hands coming into heart center. Love is love. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me, you guys. Have a good one.